So we're not at Rugby Park today. Today we're on a giant blooming scissor lift provided by Spinksy and Coat Tyre. South B grade just warming up here. This is the new field, bit of shade down that end. That's what we call them at Milllan's Road end, that's why it's got all those cars on it. This is the clubhouse end, probably called the Albala Road or Marara end, whatever you want to call it. There's some rugby league going on over here, there's a stadium, but it's only rugby league so we're not really going to care about it too much. This is the South B guys warming up. This is slightly wobbly contraption, it's taller than I was expecting, so we get a good view from here. Thanks Spinksy, thanks to Coat Tyre. This is the new clubhouse. We need to do a bit of decorating. There's a nice red and green roof which you can't see even from up here. Dragons warming up over here. We expect to be underway in about 10 minutes, so I'm just going to fiddle with some technical stuff because I'm up here on my own, so that no one wobbles around and wobbles it and scares me. God, I hate these things, they're all wobbly. So I'm sure the internet will correct me and hopefully call me if there's a problem, because yeah, doesn't want to be. This thing's as wobbly as I don't want to be on, frankly. I've got a ringtones. So it looks like we've got a good turnout. Amazing what a new home game will do for you. So throwing in is Spinksy, who's responsible for my dear death experience up here. That's Big Kim in the number 3 shirt. Jordan Fazy, famous for his activities and science and pig waste recycling and all sorts of clever stuff. I look up his stuff. Next to him in Strumcat, Hamish Riley, Jack Forrest in the yellow socks. Well, they all got yellow socks. Where did the yellow socks come from? Right, someone needs to explain these things to me so I can explain them to you. We're all wearing yellow socks. I will try and find out why. Out the back there we've got Chief in his singlet still, probably the captain. Some guys I don't know in that back line, quite a few actually. In the headgear is Evan Needham. Retired again, Ev. Looks like officials wise we got Brett. I don't know who the other one is. Young lad there, he'll do well. Slightly worrying numbers over in the Dragons corner there, very worrying numbers over in the Dragons corner actually. I shouldn't have gone live. I should have made sure there was a Dragons team first. I think we'll have a team of some sort because we've got enough guys here to have a game, but whether it's a formal one or not, I don't know. Okay, so we've got a few more Dragons over there now. There's a few more over in the changing area. There's another one coming around the back. Hopefully we've got enough for a B grade. Good turnout by South. We had 12 on the field last week. Dragons team's filling out pretty good. We should be due for a start any time. The reason you got A and B today is I have the Majestics Media TM Chase Boat box, which is 50% me, 50% Matt from Majestics Media build. So it's an alarm battery with a couple of voltage regulators, one jump up, one volt down, that powers my streaming kit, which should keep us going for the whole game. I've got batteries, like I said, currently not running on them, so even if this lot dies on me, we should have plenty of power this time. I know I've run out a few times before. And then I've got a heated jacket adapter and a couple of DeWalt drill batteries. So yeah, more power than we should need. Not as good at heights as I used to be, if I'm honest. This thing's a little bit wonky. So South are going to head into their new clubhouse, which they haven't had a chance to do for a long time. Right next to the field, good view. The sunset here on Thursday was brilliant. I didn't see Tuesday, I was out sailing. But we've got new lights all up there. You'll be seeing them a bit later, I reckon. They do work. I saw them at training on Thursday. The pitch appears to be basically devoid of ants, and there's one thing you can say about the Old Warren Park, is it had a lot of ants. Not entirely certain what that brick area is supposed to be. We're going to put permanent dugouts and a permanent live streaming area over on that other side where the canopies are today. Give me some elevation to do these in future. I don't know what the deal is with that, and I find out. Now we're going to have a bit of problem with the sunset, but this high I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. Should be a good day's rugby. We're expecting things to get underway pretty much any time, but we're on South time now, so a bit of a relax. So for a sense of geography, those trees are the back of Rugby Park where we normally are. We're usually looking at the back of that stand. This is all brand new. This area used to be the South Darwin Sporting League, principally Rugby Union and Rugby League. We've got Rugby Union going on, Rugby League going on the other two fields. We're going to use this last field over here for Rugby Union, which is why we're on it. Borrowed a variety of extra sunshades for today. We haven't had to organise any of this for a while. It's been a bit new. So we got one off the Fireys, East Arm Station, I believe. That looks like the South Darwin League one with Steph sitting underneath it. Updating the team sheets, I'm sure, or possibly Facebook. If she's watching this on YouTube, she'll probably look up any time now. Not watching this on YouTube then. And that's not camera wobble, that's me work platform wobble. So let's see if we can count these dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 on the low side. If they get a couple more, we'll have a team. Mysteriously, South B grade suddenly sporting loads of people, all milling around in a bit of shade. That's the new change rooms in the doors on the right there. So I've just been in there. Apparently it's air conditioned. Air conditioned. What will they think of next? So yeah, in there's two sets of changing rooms, separate toilets. There's a bar in behind this little window here for Chad, who's almost certainly watching from Tasmania. Well, this is what the new setup looks like. There's a cool room in there, somewhere. I think the cool room's between the arch and that other roller shutter, which I'm guessing is another part of the bar or food area. I don't know what we've got for barbecue at the moment. There's a little concrete area over here. I'm not quite sure what that's for yet. We'll find out. We just got a whistle from somewhere. I think it was this field. Yeah, we've got Brett out in the middle of the field. I think it's Brett. I called him Brett earlier and he answered. So if you're not Brett, I apologise. I know I've practiced drum with you, but it was a while ago. Not bad. Got a bit of breeze blowing pretty much straight at me. There's a few more dragons there. Looks like they're coming to the field. We'll have South out here in a minute. I think they're forming a mini tunnel underneath that bit of shade there. Yeah, so I've tied my camera to this fence, and the fence wobbles. There you go. Get away any second. Spinksy leading them on. Mitch Lawrence. So yes, there's a worryingly small Dragons huddle over here. There's a couple of South players heading in the direction of the Dragons. There may be a lease thing going on here. We've done it before. I've taken the field in a Dragon shirt. At their home ground, I think. Maybe it was at Warren Park, I can't remember. No, the Souths are headed for the dugout, I think. Red and green back home at Warren Park. Yeah, I worked in Sport and Rec for a while ago, and there was all sorts of secret squirrel discussions going on about this, even before the government changed. Probably shouldn't say that. I don't work there anymore, I won't get in too much trouble. Got a few people starting to set up on this side of the field, or they're heading for that bit of shade at the end there. So there's talk about getting a scoreboard. We used to have one, and we're trying to find out why I'm to Leaguey's one. I'm not building one. I know how to. I've built one for the sailing club, but I just don't have the time. It takes a long time to set up this. I was soldering for 2 hours this morning to build a power supply for all this gear. So Jimmy Dassel may be captain, may just be in charge. And far left there, calling him in. Hopefully someone will call me if this isn't working, because I can't watch it. I'm holding the camera. Don't know where Roland is today. So yeah, Dragons very thin there. If it looks like there's more on one team here than the other, that's because there's more on one team than the other. Up to nearly 13 on the Dragon side. I think Souths were playing with that last week. Full South Darwin team. Funny that. You get a new pitch, new clubhouse, new bar. Suddenly there's more than 12 of them on the pitch. No cleanly taken by Dragons. If I take my sunglasses off, I might actually be able to see. Oh yeah. Honestly didn't help that much. So that's popped out, but pressure from South. Shakes it off, stays on his feet, offloads it. So no early penalties there. Lots of cries of leave it, leave it. Oh! If I had a replay button, I'd have replayed that. That was spirited. Everyone's back up, I think. No harm done. Heard the thump from here. Oh, so South knocked it forward before it went into touch, I think. So yeah, Brett signalling for a scrum. First scrum back at Warren Park. Let's see what this ground's like. One corner of the old one used to be mostly like rock. You went to the far corner. The other side of this end was like God's own rock garden. That's not camera shake. That's work platform shake. More spirited jumping going on out there. lost forward, another scrum. So yeah, this whole corner of the old Warren Park was, yeah, concrete, didn't even begin to cover it. So yeah, there's a nice playing surface here. Your ball's going to bounce a bit more than the old Warren Park. I think that's just a case of lovely new turf. We used to leave it a bit thicker, mostly to cover up the rocks. Also so you couldn't see the ants. But yeah, this is, you can play soccer on this pitch. Not that you would. Who wants to play soccer? So Dragons had that. Not certain why, I wasn't looking. So that'll come back for South. No, it won't. Huh. Yeah, it will. So that was very flat, but all right. We might have the first try here. I know there's money riding on this. Right in front of the crowd. Wish I could tell you who it was. So I think Chief was running a book on that. It may have been an A grade one, I don't know, but that was the first try back. Chief won't be paying out till the end of the game because he's on. So 6 points up for South. Hopefully there's a few phone calls being made and there's a few more Dragons coming. They've got not so much space for substitutes, just playing 10 aside at the moment, I think. Maybe 11 aside. Jimmy can't find a kicking tee. Nothing new there, same as the old Warren Park. He'll be lost again by the end of the day. I only saw one Facebook post about a missing kicking tee so far this week. Jimmy Dassel, club president. Famous for being organised, telling everybody when the game is, who they need to do, when they need to turn up, where they need to turn up, and then fielding about 30 phone calls every Saturday morning asking when to turn up, where to turn up, etc, etc, etc. So Dragons have 12 on the field right now, which I think is one up from earlier. So if you're a boss out there and your employees want to knock off early on a Saturday to go and play football, for God's sake, let them. The late Bob Hawke famously pretty much told every employer in Australia during the America's Cup that if their employees didn't turn up, that was fair income. People who haven't got rugby to do can work on Saturday afternoons. Oh, we got another bit of running here. Got back inside. That's not our whistle. That's off another field. What are you shooting at this angle? South's going to keep going right. I've got loads of people out there in the contact. Dragons have stolen it and got away with it. Evan Needham has other things to say. Gets it down though. That's 5 points to Dragons. There was another player back there. Too much time looking at the camera to notice. God, this thing's wobbly. I'm getting seasick. But I'm not sailing till tomorrow. So I think we got the conversion before. So I think that's 7 points to South. The bit of breeze we had earlier, not a lot of it left. Doesn't bode well for my sailing. That's another 2 points, he's made it. So that's probably 7 points all. Keep the score in your head, because I'll forget. So scrum's uncontested, quite common in B grade. Dummies goes straight through. Sounds in trouble again here. I heard a sigh there. Yeah, lost forward. So it was a dragon sigh. So a couple of people missing out of the Dragons scrum. A couple of people missing off their team. Taking on the 7th or 8th bounce, rolled down that newly cut field. Dummies tries to go through the middle, no way through there. Dragons have it. They were set up on the other side of that encounter. That was a wild pass, didn't go to hand. Souths have stolen that, I think. Whether it's legal, no arm out from the ref. And they've chipped it that I didn't see in me dazzled state. There's no shade up here in the middle of the ionosphere. He's not going to get it down. Dragons are going to try and run it out. No, they clear it. I say clear it. 5 or 10 metres outside there. Yeah, so just inside their 22 in the end. That's not so bad. Spinksy to throw in. Adam Spink. Scrappy. South won't mind that quite as much. Oh, South has got that, right. Good strong legs there. Sport's a bit late, but it'll come back. Jimmy Dassel looks, taken out. Another penalty. Probably offside, I didn't see why. You guys probably get a better view than me. I'm in bright sunlight, I can barely see my screen. And that's down. So if I've been adding it up right, that's 12-7, kick to come to Souths. Converted try each way. Jimmy Dassel setting up in front of the New Clouds clubhouse. That's another 2 points. And that's the first ball on the roof. How you going? Yeah, those little cobwebs that blow around, they're slowly accumulating over my camera. There's long streamers of cobwebs blowing in the breeze, and they're slowly starting to stream off this camera. So dragons to kick off. Done a better job of it than South did last time. A bit scrappy on the clean up there. Jimmy has it, he'll kick it. It's gone way high, still out of shot, still out of shot. And he's knocked that on the way down. And he was running at full chat. That would have been very impressive if he'd got it. Yeah, that would have been coming right out the sun, which is here, top right corner of the screen, just out of shot. South will have the put in. That's not camera shake. That's scissor lift shake. Mitch there, bundle into touch. Good defence by Dragons. They'll have the put in just to get inside their 22. They're short on people, so I'll see how many they have in the line out. Not many. 4 by the looks of it. Line out. Scrum. Must have been a knock on the way in there. Like I said, I have a small 3-inch camera screen to watch this on. Sitting in bright sunlight on a wobbly lift. Wobble, 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 wobble. This guy's been running holes through the south line. He's doing it again. Ev's not having it this time, tackles him. South have the ball back. They get set up, superior numbers. It means they've got a few people to play with. That clearance has gone down the line. Ref's calling them back for something. I think it'll be a South ball. I think there may have been a bit of hanging on in there. It's when you're isolated out there on your own, it's so easy to do that. Tempting and all. Jimmy Jassel to kick it out. That's gone a long way. Not out. Not even close. The bounce might take it out. Nah. Picked up. He's got time. Sorry, dealing with a rogue lead. Dummies, straight to the middle. Wild overhand pass. Finds hand this time. No which way to go, gets tripped. Dragons will keep it though. Good acting innocent by Mitch there. Probably Mitch. And I don't know who this guy is, but he'll be playing A grade as well later. We'll back it up for him. And another good tackle by Evan Needham. Bundles him into touch. Or did he get that down? It's difficult to see from here. So I think that was another try, which will bring it 2 tries all. 12-14 kick to come, I think. I didn't think that was right in there. Yeah. Shadows are getting longer. That's into the sun for me. And this particular spider's web was occupied. A little spider on my camera. Get off! This is a new one. All that spider thing has just caused some wobble in my tower. If you hear a scream and the camera goes steady, I'm at the bottom and it's at the top. That's hit the post. No flags went up, so I guess it was deflected outwards. So Souths have a 2-point lead and a 3-person on the field advantage. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Dragons very short here. Shorter, I think, than they started. Souths haven't even tried to persuade me to put my boots on, which means we've probably got a reasonable amount of turnout. Stay with my back, I'm not playing footy. Now that was a good tackle. A few more like that and they won't run us hard. Some good ball running by Dragons today. Still in this game. Back is very flat. South's got away with one earlier. Fair's fair. So South's getting back. Looks like they're finally onside. Good line speed there. Putting pressure on Dragons. The whole line had come up like that, we'd have the ball there. I know, B grade. So refs called them back. Looks like it was a knock on in there somewhere. So there'll be another uncontested scrum. Hopefully, if I set this up right, it says B grade in the corner. Hopefully I'll be able to turn that off when we get to A grade as well. So yeah, do the South boys probably ought to be going a bit lower on the legs. Not going to be too critical. I know what I was like in B grade and that was worse. That's a lovely little chip and it's going to go into touch. No. Ooh, that's ball handling, ball handling bravery there, and the pop as well. Messy. Finally, it's kicked, and that will find touch eventually. No, not quite. Dragons pick it up in the field of play, kicks it to get the range, covers it in midfield. Souths are up, dodges one, dodges two, chasing his own kick, cleanly taken. Kick's gone up, he's chasing it as well. So it's 2 on 1 here. Dragons get it, and it's going to come out. The wind's blown it back in. Ev takes it, breaks the tackle. He'll score from there. I'm not sure he got it down till he was on his back, but anyway you like, Ev is all good. Now, if you'd done that in the old Warren Park in the other corner, you'd be scarred for life. You'd be like diving on rock. It's not even bleeding, look at that. So we were at 14-12 by Tom's mental map. I think that's 19-12, kick to come. Evan Needham, the try scorer there. Spinksy to try and kick this one. He's much easier to identify on a small screen when he's not wearing his hat because of the shocking mass of red hair. One piece of headgear looks much like another. So wind's coming from the right. And ball's gone just outside the right hand post. There's words there. So Dragons have run through the line a few times. We've got time off here. I think it's just a water break. Maybe we're half time. Is that half time? That's the advantage of home games, you can ask the ref. Thank you! YouTube didn't know what was going on, nor did I. So I'm having a water break as well in that case. So it's hot out here, there's no shade, we're playing earlier in the afternoon, and sometimes there's a cool breeze, especially if you're, I don't know, 30 foot up in the air. So it's going to go close to the touch line. Completely taken by South. Set up nicely. Nearly an intercept there. Dragons did intercept him. I think there was probably a couple of knock-ons somewhere in there. So yeah, South knocked on in that manoeuvre. Come back to the scrum. Probably knocked on a second time in that other manoeuvre. Talk about intercept, there goes Evan again. I think that'll be his second try of the day. Straight from the middle to the middle. Come on, put it down. There you go. So that score beginning to blow out now. So we've gone from, where were we, 19? So 24, 12, probably. South definitely ahead here. Spinksy obviously deems this one not a head guard removal required and adds the 2 to take us to 26-12. Billy Reese, who runs our juniors because we've lost Tammy to the NTRU, provided us with ball boys, so the ball's already there in the middle.
Way more attention. I'm looking your way when I'm signaling. All you said last time was, I don't know what that was for.
Well, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what they mean. You got to remember, I'm B grade. I used to object whenever they went on all you refs went on training courses because you learnt things that we didn't know, and I still don't. Training course. There you go. They're sending the refs on training courses. We'd already commented that I don't know the rules, so yeah. And if you're rewatching this again this week, yeah, I'm in bright sunlight on a tower, looking at a screen that's maybe 2.5–3 inches across. Yeah, I can't even see the ball half the time, let alone the ref's disco moves, which are full Saturday Night Fever most of the time. Pops it lovely, comes up. Some good offloads by Dragons there. I think that was Jack Forrest there. Some nice aggressive low tackle. And again, straight round the legs. Well done, Jack. Haven't seen much Jack this year. I think he's been building something down the track. That's a rumour I heard. Elliot or something. Darwin's a small town. News travels fast. He has a boat in the sailing club. Spirited running by Dragons there. Breaks one tackle, doesn't make it through. The offload's there for him. He's going to drive over the line. He's pushed into touch before he can get it down. Yep. South will have the ball 5 metres out from their line. I don't know how much of their line out practice you saw during the warm-up. They were right underneath me here. I think they were using me as a reference. There's a big water tank right behind me. I think it definitely needs some red and green paint, probably a big white bionic bunny. So I might leave the keys in this. See if anyone wants to come back later. Paint power and water, red and green, or whatever it is. So, not quite sure what that was. I think that was just a helpful way of getting the ball back. South dive on that, ref's not blown up, so I guess this will come back to South, even though there was a penalty. I think that was Dragon's best chance to equalise there. He goes back for it, gets to it, it's gone back, clears it up, sends it to his offsider, who's not there. Lets the South boys catch up, even at B grade line speed. A little bit lower than A grade line speed. Chasing his own kick. Evan Needham there anyway. That was just a camera angle, honest. I'm sure it wasn't as flat as it looked. That was B grade not forward there, as it should be. And that's gone right the way across field. Unlucky bounce, good recovery. Long pass, not sure to whom. Ooh, South took his other out there, and Dragons capitalised. South have the ball, superior numbers probably had something to do with that. They don't have the Dragons offloads or they'd have scored by now. That's gone loose, dived on by South, whistle's gone. I think we'll come for a knock on in there. I'll let you guess which one it was. Oh, looks like it was Dragons. So we must be coming up on half time, I reckon, in B grade. My phone's acting as internet connection right now, so I'm leaving its battery to do its thing. Fortunately, it's connected up to a DeWalt drill battery, connected to a heated jacket adapter, which is what's powering this lot. Mixed with an alarm battery and some voltage regulator boards I got off eBay for a few dollars. I mean, I could try and attach it to the power supply of whatever's running this elevated work platform, but I kind of want it to go down at the end of the day or I'll be living up there, at which point I think I'd leave its battery intact. So I was too busy chatting there, so we've got another score. I think we were up to 26 ish, so that'll be 31 kick to come. 31-12 kick to come, I think. Where's Roland when you need him? Yeah, where is Roland? He can count. So my usual offsider and cameraman Roland is Fijian and can remember rugby scores from cradle to grave without forgetting a single one. I'm not that good. So it looks like we're up to half time. So for those of you that didn't join us earlier, this field is kind of where the old league field was if you knew the old Warren Park. We're right up against the boundary fence here. There's the water tank behind me that I'm suggesting would look really fabulous with a big red and green and a big bunny on the side of it. So this is the Macmillan Road end. There's still a little bit of shade under that tree. I think those guys have staked out a top spot, and I don't think it'll be the last time that some visiting team camps out under that tree. I reckon that'll be a bit of a thing. We've got 3 fields where there used to be 2, so roughly where the old Union field was is where the stadium now is. That's where our advertising hoardings were. I'm sure we're putting them back up on the fences here. So if you want your name up at South, give Jimmy a call. I think his number's listed. Go to the South Darwin Rabbitohs website or leave a comment on the bottom. He'll probably read it, and if he doesn't, I will. So this is the new stand. There's some league going on the other 2 fields. I'm afraid I can't tell you what. Don't know the colours. Apparently we're going to build some sort of permanent shade structures over here where we've got the temporary ones at the moment, and a platform for videos shooting from. So with a single camera, this middle field shot is pretty much the best place to be. We had a chat, and tempting as it would be to put me up at the end there where our new clubhouse is. So this is the new South Darwin Sporting League clubhouse. We got a bar in there. We need a bit of decoration, I know, but we've got a nice veranda area. It should be good even in the wet. No expense spared there. Look at the colour-coded drinking receptacles Tibbo's bringing out in the South red and green. Bet you Dragons haven't got the colour-coordinated their mugs. To be fair, South's really glad to be back here. It was good out here on Thursday night for training. The official first training was on Tuesday. I couldn't make it, I was sailing. They had a barbecue, I think. But we were out here Thursday night. Sunset over the ground at training. I haven't been out here for a long time, and yeah, missed it, to be honest. We'll probably get that sunset. I don't know how long this game's going to carry on for. Hopefully there's not too much of a gap between games, because otherwise this stream is going to get expensive in my data usage. Sun's pretty high in the sky now, but it shoots down here in the tropics. Not what I'm used to from England, where it takes forever to get down. And in winter barely comes up, especially in the north. Don't do cold anymore. This is the new home of NT Rugby League. I'm not sure what the plan is for next season. We're coming to the end, almost to finals time in rugby union here in Darwin. And the main reason for that is that we're offset from the primary rugby league season due to the shortage of grounds. With Warren Park out, we lost 2 whole fields. They've already closed the original NT Rugby League stadium at Richardson Park. I've been waiting for this facility for a while, so you've got 3 games of rugby going on here that would have been squeezed into whatever grounds were available last week. That would have been out at Rugby Park. We haven't had a home game Parent Water had some kind of incident out in Palmy and had to dig up Palmy's Malden Oval. If it hadn't been for swamp dogs building two lovely fields out of the bush out in Friends Pass Reserve, I think we'd have been very, very short. But yep, good to have this facility back. Good to be home. Pitch is flat. A couple of stripes in the grass there. I'm not sure whether that's turf or watering, or we've got some experts here who'll tell me later, I'm sure. So, getting ready for the second half here. This is still B grade. This is Warren Park. Hence why there's no on-screen display, stuff like that. It's just me up a tower with a camera. So, big group of South players there. Much smaller group of Dragons. It was South who were playing with 12 players last week, and this time it looks like it's Dragons who are a bit short. It's amazing what the opportunity of a shiny new field, home ground, suddenly brings people out. Dragons enjoying the shade there. Brett dragging them out. My little Chinese magic stream box. Got 3 good lights, which should mean that this is working. Hopefully someone will phone me if it isn't. I probably should have checked then. Definitely a battery. You shout, YouTube will hear you. Dragon's keen to get this underway again there. I won't repeat what he said because I don't have a bleep button on this thing. So it's always a bit of negotiation at B grade. That was probably negotiating whatever rules we're playing to this time. Given that I never knew the rules when I'm playing B grade, that probably didn't end well. Jordan's going to take that cleanly. He does. Jimmy has a good think about it and puts quite a nice curve on that. I didn't get to touch. I'm not used to pushing the camera down that far. I wasn't ready for it. So that was lost forward and South gathered it there, I think. Either way, South have it. Ref's not making any ref noises. So a bit of clinging on there from someone. We'll see which way this goes. So yes, it was South's tackle player not releasing. Good attacking position here. So I think claw a few points back. It's 30-something 12. Should have been paying attention to that last conversion. I'll see if I can get the score off somebody. Souths are definitely winning. No scoreboard to fall back on. Smoothly taken. Stands there. Looks like he's playing basketball, not rugby. Fruity language from South there. Something about take the something pill. They do. And they got an advantage as well. So another not releasing. Jimmy takes it quickly. So can he get round these two? No, his support's there. He gives it to the other guy. It eventually comes back to a South hand. Plenty of opportunities. There's a little chip kick there. I'm not sure who that came off. It would have been forward if it was off a South's hand. That probably came forward off Hamish if he got his hands to it. Not sure he did. Ref hasn't blown up. Ref has blown up. I think we're going to end up with South's penalty right on the line. They'll take that straight away. They do. And there's the line. And there's the grounding. So assuming we didn't have the conversion, that would have been 31, that's 36 to 12 I think. You guys have been watching, tell me. Spinksy take the kick again. Got some changes on the south side there. That's just skipped inside that post. So assuming it was 31, we're now up to 38. I think Dragons are on 12. They also, last time I counted, had 12 on the field. I'm not even sure they've got that many. Souths not only have a full team and a full bench by the looks of it. Evan Needham will be either playing or backing up for A grade, so he's being rested in the shade. I haven't been much to B grade lately. Hamish, what's the yellow socks? Ah, are you okay, yellow socks? No, I'm scared of bloody heights.
I think everybody's wearing them this round, eh?
Apparently everyone's wearing them this round. Yeah, there you go, we found out eventually. Forrest finally brought down there. Jordan Fazy sends it to someone who's not there, but they clean it up anyway. Doesn't bother offloading because he breaks the tackle. Still hasn't been brought down. The entire pack was right behind him, so they're all in one lump, so they pick and go. And a bit better setup this time, get a bit of speed on. Ironically, make less ground. So that was a nice little pass. Doesn't get out, and he's thrown into touch. Looks like we're going with the in touch. Yeah, when it's one man in a stand asking stupid questions, you can't do it. When it's one man up a cherry picker in the middle of a field, people notice you. Even Mitch. So Dragons are one at the back, he's looking pretty lively. He's gone right over, and Souths have picked it up. Well, I called one right for change. Everyone should take notice of that. I don't get it right very often. That's come off a dragon's hand, and then off a south's hand, and another south's hand, and a dragon's foot. I'll leave Brett to sort this one out. So he sorted it out as a knock on. That was a message on my phone, which may mean that the stream's dropped out or something's going wrong. While you're doing that, I'll check my phone. It was just Telstra warning me that I'd used 2 gig of data. I wonder how I did that. So Jordan nearly makes it there, gets to about 2. But lost forward on the ground there by the sound of it. There'll be a scrum, Dragons put in on the 5-yard line. Shadows are lengthening in the background there. Hello. A couple of kids. So these are the Are You OK socks. Bit of zoom and I could have solved all the problems for us. So we're going to try and run it. They've knocked that on. South have it. Playing advantage here, I suspect. And if they don't get under his legs, he's going to make it to the line. He's made it to the line, but he's held up. South have got it down. Jack will get it. Squirrel underneath there. He does. That brings us firmly into the 40s somewhere. I think I decided on guessing at 37 last time. No, 38. So that's probably 43-12. Don't know if you saw a little flicker across your screen then. That was about 8 feet of cobweb blowing along. I'm having to fish them off the camera every now and again. One of them came free with a spider, which I had to fish off as well. So Spinksy, try and get another 2 here. Which he does. So we're probably somewhere around 45. Well into the second half here. The Dragons team warming up over there. They've been a good run this year. They're standing number 3 on the table in A grade. Souths are at the top. Lost to University last week. They had some bad luck. Even if I am biased, they still had some bad luck. And I think Brett's put that right through the gate. Oh no, not quite. Yeah, there's 10 Dragons on the field right now, so that scores. The fact they've got several tries on the board is very respectable. Deep in South territory, awkward bounce. Flicks it to Jack Forrest on the 5-metre line, who runs straight through the middle of everybody. Finds no one to offload it to, takes it in, support catches up with him. Good platform there. South have got pods on both sides. Hey, how you going? Jake Ranger arriving, you playing? So yeah, Dragons are already warming up, mate. There's Jake Ranger arriving on site, taking his family down for the bit of shade down at the one tree end. It's a fine tree. Dragons still have that. No, they don't. They've lost it forward. I don't even have to move the camera for this scrum. Pull a few cobwebs off it. Mitch Lawrence takes into contact. Jordan Fazy in a good place. Some good defence by Dragons here, given that they're 5 men short. Very good. Rips the ball, comes back to Souths. Probably went forward somewhere in there. Yes, it did. That'll be a Souths put in. So if you're joining us late for the A grade, this won't be a contested scrum. Dragons are a bit short on numbers. Jack Forrest makes advantage of that and just goes right on the outside. We were about 45, I think that brings us to about 50. I'm afraid we've got to the about scores. I think there's more than 40 points in it now. Well played by Dragons to stay in this game. We just don't have the numbers. So the only place to park this is in the ditch on the other side. So we parked it on this side of the field. Got the distance. He's done it. So let's call it about 52-12. 40 points in it. Steph, I have 52-12. What have you got? Nobody knows the score, so we'll go with 52-12. Ballpark? Any idea what the score is? So Touchy doesn't know. Officials don't know. You can use the rewind button, but it's a lot to Souths, not very many to Dragons. Seven tries, 6 conversions. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm close enough. I had 52-12. Woohoo! You heard it right there. Me and the ref. We've never agreed on anything before in our lives, behind the camera or on the field, me and the ref, but today we're in tune. You're probably wrong. God, hope that wasn't on the internet, me agreeing with the ref. It's my job. There's usually a release valve somewhere, but I think they're usually at the bottom. I talk every week, it's just in the stands full of people, nobody notices. I was having this a minute ago. So I think we're having a water break here. There is no way I got that score right. It's just not possible. Brett must be wrong. I know he's the ref, he's not wrong, but you know what I mean. Gone back, I went forward on the bounce. That's not allowed, says the ref. Dragons have a chance to try and pull some of this back. Instead, Chief intercepts it when I was looking at him instead of aiming the camera. Yeah, I think the angle of the sun is starting to play with havoc with my focus, so I don't know what to do about that. Doesn't make it. Dragons try and run it out from their own line. He's going to have to break quite a few tackles to do that. He sends it right back to a man who's even in more trouble. He's very isolated. There's 4 South players in there. He managed to hang on to it somehow. And he breaks 2 tackles and is brought down by what I think was another Jack Forrest. Great tackling by Jack there. Concedes a penalty. Why you shouldn't listen to my commentary anymore, you should listen to my scoreboard keeping. There's another one of those great pops and great offloads. Dragons have been doing that all day. The only problem is they just haven't had the people there on the end of them. A few more players and this score would be a very, very different thing. They concede a penalty there though. There's lots of shouts to kick it out. Hasn't made the line. He stepped on the line. All right, says the touchy. That's not made the line either. I guess that guy's called Scotty by the shout at him. Nice to meet you, Scotty. So there'll be an original knock on there. Oh no. Throws a long pass. And another one. And if that Dragon's hand had got there, that would have been interesting. He didn't. I think there must have been a lost forward there. And there'll be a try for Dragons here. Some young fellow, I think. Gets down in the corner. 52-15, kick to come. Not that young then. That's not camera shake, that's me wobbly platform. Dragons kicker hasn't had as much to do in this half. Takes a look at it, takes another look at it. More heckling coming from his side than the south side. There's no chase on. It's not gone the distance and it's left of the post. But, so I think we're 50-17. The A grade team have decided to warm up in the shade of this tree, the one lone tree left after redevelopment. A 10-person team still put their third try on the board there. Kicks it straight to Kim Williams on the wing. That whistle was someone else, fooled me. That'll be another Dragons penalty. And I think someone's down there, probably Kim. No, not Kim, someone's down there. Maybe it wasn't Kim running up the touch. I imagine that was whoever was taken out on the line there. But we're time off here. Could be Hamish Riley. He's on his feet, which is good news. So, clock's back on, 35 minutes a half in B grade. Try and sound intelligent. Got a penalty for not releasing. Dragons elect to go straight up the middle. They've actually managed to get an overlap with only 10 men on the field. South scrambled defence solves that problem, and it's soon 2-on-1 again. And South have got their hand to it. But they don't, they get a penalty instead. Bit of an advantage in the clean out when you've got more men. Careful not to send it over the fence. We haven't experimented with getting over that fence to get balls back yet, but it looks pretty hard work. So it's lift provided by Coates Hire, I think. Hopefully I'm supposed to plug them. It's a wild pass, picked up on the bounce and put down. Can't quite make out who that is. The sun's shining right in the eyes here. .57-17, kick to come. So yeah, that sun's beginning to sink. We need the lights for the A grade game, all brand new. They are working. Reese, filling in there. It's over. It's another 2 points, 57. Spinksy. One conversion missed all day, I think. There've been a few. So 10 Dragons on the field here. Played the whole game with 10. They've done really, really well. We appreciate it as well. It wouldn't have been any fun to forfeit the first game back at Warren Park. I know they're behind on points, but they might get some more here. Jordan got that, but he didn't secure it before he was tackled. And a loose ball went to Dragons. Unfortunately, they've lost it full. They can't be a lot of this game. I'd ask the Chelsea, but he's got also not. Yep, that's well and truly into the ditch. I can't aim without falling out of my little thing. Oh, it's a bit further down. There we go. So that's the B grade game. I'm going to do technical stuff. Oh, there's a gate. We worried about that. So there you go, the mysteries of the new Warren Park. There is a gate. Did you kick that, Jack?
Where is it? Can you see it?
You see that drain on the opposite? It's at the bottom of that. So this is the Forest Building Company, one of our sponsors. Who'll be shortly building a bridge, I think. You're providing interval entertainment, mate. Priceless. Looks like drop bear country to me. Yeah, how long's the other one been there? That's a Gilbert as well. You know how protective Jimmy gets? He's a bit like Smeagol. So yeah, great performance by Dragons with only 10 men there, and we appreciate it, guys. I wanted to be playing at home there. I'm sure the guys are really happy to get a game. They looked like they were enjoying themselves. To be fair, there were some good runs by Dragons and some good defence. They looked like they were enjoying themselves. I'm just going to do some technical stuff. working. Okay, hopefully I didn't change any settings that are critical there. We've just finished the B grade game. We are here at the newly refurbished Warren Park with its magic gate to its magic ditch. Dragons are set up at the south home end and the new patio. Great sunset there on Thursday night. Many great sunsets we expect to have there. We had a very strong but short on numbers Dragons team for B grade. South selecting to go from the Lone Tree end on Midlands Road. B grade went to Souths, 15 players to 10. Something like 57, 19-ish. I had it, but I've forgotten, and I'm going to forget it now so I can keep track of this game. Far leftist shot out on his own is Jake Ranger. I can see Dallas out there, Vinnie Min, Setter, Billy Byrne. Not sure who the blonde guy is, but he ran very well briefly at the beginning of B grade and probably got pulled for A grade. Don't know his name, I'm afraid. That's Chris Whitrod doing the push-ups. Probably the captain. I think that's Big Ian throwing in. Is it? No, can't be Big Ian. Getting married in Bali, I think. Tommy Hiramatsu. Sweeney. And and I'm up a cherry picker that wobbles. I think they all do. The good news is I'm high enough up that hopefully the sun won't be too bad, like some of my Warren Park videos of old, where I used to plug into a light pole. My phone going off again. Probably telling me I've used 8 gig a data this time. Telstra's warning me that I've blown most of my data allowance for this month. I should have a load banked, hopefully. Either that, or you better come and bring some internet to a scissor lift at Warren Park. So yeah, there was some confusion in the comments from Zach Phillips of Zach's Pirates, I think. No, Zach might be Cougars. Anyway, so we were supposed to have a home game last week. Warren Park wasn't ready, so somehow something has happened, and we are at Warren Park today, celebrating the Rabbits going home. Well, I am, and I'm doing the talking. So there's no stream from the main rugby park. There could have been one. They've got their own kit over there. I'd have set one up if there were some volunteers to run it. So Zach, if you wanted a live stream of your game, talk to me. I'll arrange it for you, and you can do it, or you can find someone to do it. I've set it up. I'll even set you going most of the time. Coming at the finals, we need some people to help out, because I'm not going to do every game in the finals. I'll just do the games for South. So more volunteers as usual required. Cameraman's fine. I need someone to talk. You can't talk for 2 whole rugby games without getting boring. As Chad Mum already knows, because I've been nattering for about 2 hours already. I'm assuming you're out there, Chad. Probably wishing you were here. So the little fella crawling around in the background there, I was introduced to vertically earlier, Jake Ranger's son. Making some good footballer there, I reckon, Jake. I was having this chat with a mate of mine. I always apologise for videoing other people's kids. Sorry. If you didn't hear that, that was "We're all gonna die!" Ref's coming out. He was obviously watching my videos last week, so I was in a great deal of trouble. Sorry, mate. He's just been on a course.
Do us all a favour, thanks. You've been no chat, mate. Just film it. Thanks, mate.
Can't help it. Send me a commentator who knows what he's talking about. Everyone's a critic. So we've got a couple of minutes called there. Looks like the coach doesn't appreciate my opinions any more than the ref does. Tough. We had a 2-minute call a few minutes ago, probably. Souths are in their new changing rooms. The ad hoc tunnel. Probably the start of a long tradition now, I reckon. I think that'll become a thing. Future years. See all that grass gone. So I think Souths won that. Elected to play with the wind behind them, coming from the right, the sun behind them, coming from the top right. So I've got no on-scoring scoreboard or timer today. I'm on a mobile setup on my own. Don't know where Roland is. Couple of rugby league games still running in the background. We've got 3 fields at Warren Park. We used to have the 2. We're sort of in the corner where the league used to be. Sun is not helping with the camera focus, I'm afraid. Nothing I can do about that. That's gone into touch. Dragons have the put in. Good start for Dragons. It's going to come right, yeah. So they've gone wide. Plenty of green players out there. Ball's gone loose. There's an offside penalty coming back for. Possibly a radio problem. Looks like he's got his hand to his ear. Chatting with Brett on the touchline there, I think. Good attacking position for Dragons here. Bad camera angle for me. Takes it back in, spins. Good solid platform being set by Dragons forwards. I might get to touch, it does. I think that was alignment issues being discussed there. I don't know if that was in shot. It's a very, very high pass above his head, and I don't think he got his hands to it. He may have had a better view than me if I got the camera on it. So we're coming back for a penalty.
11.
Offside, I think. Sounded like winger, take a step please. Yeah, offside. Thanks man. For once I got the call right. He went forward on the bounce. Missed that. It's not found touch. Puts it down. Sent infield for the dropout. a bit of a gap just in front of me here. See if it comes this way. Nah. It's gone deep to Rocco, I think.
Slow ball, wedge on me! Wedge on me, Bill! Wedge! Let's get second. Let's go, Joe. Let's get second. Right channel. Step back. Right channel. Center.
Scrum's gone up a bit, but he's held up. So he was tackled and not released there. I've got to try and understand the ref's calls this week. That's not going to end well. Wild pass, Southfield pick it up. You can't say anything wrong with that camera angle, it was perfect. Only there was a knock on back here. So if they manage to stay level in that scrum, I agree with Sweeney there. I reckon that scrum would have gone somewhere. We'll see whether this one does. Don't get a look at this angle of the scrum very often.
Fine. Set.
So lifting up there, not driving straight. You probably heard that. It's close enough. Good camera angle this. Bit of a streamer of dust there. First proper divot out of this pitch. Excuse that. Camera washed out there. This time we've got driving up on Dragon's side, I think. They both went up in the middle, both the previous scrums, so I suppose that's fair enough. Billy Byrne will try and kick it out somewhere towards us. So yeah, that's not coming back. Gonna need a ball here somewhere. Boyley trying to have a private chat. See if we can find a ball while we're doing that. There's a gate, mate. Gate's open. It's down there somewhere, straight ahead and in some bushes on the other side. So we got time off here. So I think that's going to be a regular local hazard here. A bit close to the sidelines. That was a knock on in there. Rest playing advantage. We'll have the scrum. Dragons are all bunched up on that side of the field. They're finally beginning to push wide, but they're going to kick it, yeah. Now he's going to run it in again. Does well. So we had a few problems with South's defence last week. I think that's an offside call there. Brings that to the third South's offside this game, I think. I'm sure Brett was counting them as well, and he'll keep a track of it in training. Which is all very well and good for training. It's no good if anyone else is watching. Brad even. Well, I suspect that was a not straight. Yeah, it is. Easy to tell when you're at this angle. whistles off another field. We've had a couple of scrums lift and that one went down. I think there's plenty of pressure being applied by both sides in there. Just can't quite get it settled. Acoustics are good when the wind's down here, you can hear all the calls. One step, can't offload. I've picked it up several times there. Good series of phases thrown together here. Second tackle was a good one. Fortunately, he's still up when his supports get us there. So South will keep going, come left, yeah. I think they're down there. Looks like that was Sweeney. First score on the board. 5-0, South, kick to come. State Ranger kicking. So it looks like South put into me. to be a time off as well. Rest goes watch out. I don't have a scoreboard to be wrong about today, so Chris Whitty with the throw-in. Out of maul, so it's gone down. Should come back for South at that point. Okay, I can clearly see what that is, but I don't understand it. Sorry. Giving it to scrum, presumably it was either ripped forward or lost forward, somewhere in that lot. Presumably. He's gathered it back in all sorts of pressure. Good recovery. That's gone out. South think about taking it, but we've come back for a penalty that I didn't notice. So in all sorts of illegal pressure there, presumably. That's gone out into the bush again. Down there, mate. Loose, could be anyone's. Dragons get a boot to it, Dragons get it. Good skip there and all. Well, I guess my opinions on that aren't welcome, but yeah, a bit scrappy by South there. I'm sure our coach will look to that. South get the penalty out of it, so Jet Ranger to kick to the post. So that's another 3 points for South. They've already had a try. I'm trying to remember if they got the conversion. So it's either 10-0 or... yeah, it's either 10-0 or 8-0, I think. Did they get the conversion earlier? I can't remember. Yeah, so it's probably 10-0, South. Thank you, Touchy. Sun's going to be a problem on this corner of the field for another 20 minutes or so. So that could come out either way, or there could be a blow up. There's a blow up. Big drive by Dragons there. Billy Byrne still has the ball. I think we're just going back and trying that one again. The riveting joy of rugby union. So coming in from the side there on Vinny Min, I think. Good drive by Dragons. I think he's paying for it now. That did make touch. With that sun, it was tricky. And it's going on in that ditch. We're going to have to do something about the bushes in that ditch. Kids that can see it. I don't have to play spotter for this one. Whoa! Sorry about the shake, what rattle and roll. I'm almost glad I don't have any company up here. If they moved around, it just bounced everywhere. Another big push by Dragons. South get out cleanly this time. Jake Rangers chasing that, but run straight to touch anyway. Watching on the clock there. That's a question coming in from one of the officials, I think. Picked up rather than a missed pass, I think. Ref was happy it went back. Given a couple in B grade, I'm not going to argue. Dallas takes it cleanly. Turns. Tries to run it. I think that was forward, yep. I'm really trying to understand the refs' signals today. I'm in trouble for last week. For the record, I'm watching it through a very, very small screen with the sun in the eyes and a wobbly platform. And I was solidly B grade to start with. Just started to swivel before anything went in. Just reset it. Not our whistle, carry on. Not our hooter, carry on. That is our whistle. There were calls for a yellow there, and there was obviously some lip because we're going another 10 yards. So I think that was basically the shoulder charge. Like I said, you saw it as well as me probably. Souths are going to go for another 3 points if they can. So we're 10-0 according to Tom's mental scoreboard. Steph running the tee on. Jake Ranger the kicker. And that's it, that's another 3. 13-0 to South. If you're just randomly tuning in, South was supposed to have a home game last week, but Warren Park wasn't ready. It is ready this week, so for some complicated reasons we are here. This is the new Warren Park, very different from the old one. It's the new Rugby League stadium in the background there. 2 rugby league grounds and 1 rugby union ground over here. Pretty nice. All the South kids are here. Pretty glad to be home, I reckon. Another kick-off's gone Dragons' way. So, Dragons scrum really strong again, but leads to another penalty. That just about makes the line. Comes off the South coach, I think. Come on, focus. Running out of light here. Then we'll just go back and try that again. I don't know if they were arranged properly. Well, that was a beautiful pass. Nearly got past the interception. Nah, that's forward. Forward, says the ref. Ah, he was a bit unlucky there, I reckon. He's unlucky for me to be critical because I happen to be right on the line of it, but I'll leave you to make your own mind up. I had the sun in mind. If it had been a try, it would have been a beautiful bit of video.
Coach! Fine! Set!
So pushing too early against South there. Scrum's not being a good feature of this game, and another penalty there. Not releasing probably. Yep. So that sun's beginning to be a bit tricky. My friends back in England don't think that these sunsets are real. Often think they're fake. It's gone down, no more. Penalties taken quickly. See if Dragons can put a score on the board here. They're looking for a forwards try here at the moment. Their forwards back's been doing good today. Goes right over the middle. I thought that was the try line, so here's what I know. So that's about 4 penalties in a row, and on the 5 metre line. They've gone for the scrum. We've got 4 Dragons left, 2 right. So blind side's favoured, probably. And there's Tom's prediction going wrong again. I probably meant far side, not blind side. It's just blind because I'm staring into the sun. And there's the penalty try. So 5 points to Dragons, 13 points to Souths, I believe. I think that was offside again. .5-13, kick to come. No problem there. I think that's half time, maybe. No, judging by the speed at South jogging, it's not half time. That was a misunderstood whistle, excuse me. Haven't got a watch today. Well, I do, but I forgot to start it. I haven't got enough hands. Okay, no, that was half time.
go. Let's go up here. Come on. No. Say you're a naughty boy. No. No. Come on. No, that's it.
Miserable living in Darwin in the dry season. Sorry about the crinkly bits there. If I turn my laptop on to check things are working, I haven't got enough speed on the internet to do both. We're at half time here. 13-7 to South. Penalty try at the end of the half there. This is the new Warren Park. That's the new home of NT Rugby League stand in the background there. South huddle probably means we're about to get back online. I'd better get back up. That sun's low enough, I think I can get away with it. just waiting for the ref, I think, here. We've got one touch judge on the far side come out, we've got one on this side. Well taken by Jake there. Yeah, I suspect my camera's going to have trouble with this low light. Sorry, nothing I can do about that. That's not got over the line, the ball, and I think there'll be a penalty there, and that'll be a Dragons penalty. He's reached for something, maybe just writing it down. Nah, that was, I couldn't see the colour of that card, I'm afraid, but yeah, I think that was the dive over the top. That's Sweeney off, hopefully only for 10 minutes. Sorry? Don't think so. There was one there, but I can't see it. I could see it. I can't now. It was on the other side, further up, the last one I saw go in there. I thought so. Oh, sorry, that'll be the one then. I can see it now you mention it. So one strong scrum without a penalty, and that'll be pull the ball over the line. As I said, if they could get they can get the scrum without the penalty. They've had some drives, but both sides have had one each for going up, and that was going in diagonally, I think. Excuse me, I don't know that symbol, I'm just guessing. Good work, guys. Billy Burns slips out of that one, gets through two more. I couldn't tell if there was a knock on in there, and I haven't had the ref in shot. There obviously was. And it's gone from a knock on for a penalty for Lip. No misunderstanding that hand signal or its emphasis. Oh, we've got time off. I think there'll be a word. Oh, there's been another word. Oh, it's not a time off, it's just another penalty. Yeah, if I were you, Dragons, I'd stop. So Jake Ranger will try and convert that into 3 more points. Jimmy Dassels bringing the tee on. Got a light wind from the right of the field. I should say from the tree end. No 3 points though. Nice quick ball there from South. That was a good hit by the Dragons guy, just failed to finish. So, I was going to say that didn't look much like a chip kick to me, that just looked like a knock on, it was. Mostly because you wouldn't be putting a chip kick in that situation, I don't think. Not amongst the forwards, there was no way to get to it. Rocco's got space out there if he can beat this guy. He half beat him. And he was clear on the release there. South. Oh, sorry. And that's gone in the ditch again. To the bottom down there, just to the right of the drain. Was that Billy went through the middle there? Dragons picked up the scraps. Don't think the Dragons South got the drive on early enough there. They had the numbers, but they didn't get the ball. I think words may have been had at half time about the offside, because there were several times you've been tempted to take a step forward then and they didn't get done for it, but they got done for a high shot instead. I'm going to put this thing up too high, it's even wobblier than it was before. So we're just 10 metres inside the South's half. Dragons will have the put in. Not sure whose fingers that came off. It looked more of a bounce than a knockback. So we'll see. Yep, no, we're going to that one. Brad, South coach, coming on there. So we've had a few infringements around the scrum. Zoomed in looking for it. Got it. I think Billy was playing for that one as well. Bit of a dummy on the way in. Spot on the middle of the field. Lucky bounce, saves it from the trench of death. Tommy Hiramatsu scores under the post for South. God, this thing wobbles. I think Dragon's got a hand to that, but the flags go up anyway. So I think that's 17 Souths, and Dragons are up to... I don't know what Dragons are up to. Pretty sure South is still ahead. Not sure by how much. Probably not a great deal. That was a good solid hit. Appeals of "oh, that's fine" from the Dragon side. That's not going to make touch. Well taken by Jake Ranger. You didn't hear that word there. We all know what it was.
Good shot, Greggy. Good shot, Greggy. Let's fucking live. Let's go, Dragon.
So top view of whatever's going on in the scrum here.
Crouch. Bind. Set. And squeeze.
Time off.
Don't go early. No free tickets. No free tickets. Let's go.
So we got medical attention coming on from one of the Dragons players. Sun's got out my camera eyes. Probably a bit low on the light for you now. Sorry, it's what I got. I'd love to spend several grand on an even pot of a posh camera, but I don't have it. So I imagine this is a discussion about scrums. I can't hear it. I'm hoping you can't for political reasons.
Coach. Bind. Set. Oh, and squeeze. Yeah.
Ball went out just before the 90. Good to get the scrum away, to be honest. And there's another high Dragons pass. We've seen a few of those. This one comes off. I think we come back. Maybe it was forward. Well, there's my judgment for you. I had two in the B grade game that I swear were forward, one on each side, and there's been two I would have reckoned were backwards, both on one on each side this game. So. It's a penalty against South this time for pulling the scrum down. Been a lot of scrum penalties this game. We've got another man down. Thibault in attendance. So it looks like we've got the South Leagueies on the middle field. Proper Darwin sunset. Looks like a great new facility out here at Warren Park. That ditch behind me is the only drawback, I reckon. And I think that's probably our friends from 9 News. There's one of the front rowers, I think, going off there. Is that Jack Lawrence? Can't see. No, it's not Jack. So I think that was not straight. So South will get the throw in on their 22. And that's probably a knock on. Which has become a penalty. High shot. So we're back where we were, but 5 yards further on, with Dragons put in. I was about to say, I think that's forward. But it's a penalty for dummy running, I assume. Don't know that hand signal. Learn it. That's my fault, not the refs. He thinks I'm criticising him. It's my incompetence. Plus, it's practically dark. I'm up a tree with a very small camera. another short arm this time penalty at the scrum. Dragons are learning their lesson and keeping mouths shut this time. South's going to come right, I think, yeah. Every time I call that, I get it wrong. Jet Ranger will be hard to stop. Jet Ranger goes over in the corner. So I think South were on 17, which would bring them up to 22. Kick to come. Dragons have less than that, but I'm not sure how much. Souths have two converted tries and a penalty. Sorry, it's gone. Came back but too late, that was right of the post. Just the 5 points. Oh, he's gone straight through there. One more left to beat. Nearly beat him. Gets the offload anyway. a knock on in there somewhere. Hopefully you saw it, I didn't. So there's some been really good defence by the full back and the whoever it was who's behind the line in Dragons, because that line's been bust about 3 times in a row and they still haven't made it over the try line. Bust the first line again. There was a clear gap in front of him, he didn't have the acceleration to make it. There was some good running by Souths here. And a penalty for not rolling away, taken quickly. Setter kicks it across, in the area, down. Well, this is the new home of rugby league. That looked like rugby league to me. Another 5 points to South. I think that's 27 to South. Kick to come. Dragons have a maximum of 14 points, so I'm not sure they do. I'm afraid I don't have the scores to hand. Didn't know what to holler at recently either. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were avoiding me. So that's another miss. Just the 5 points. Sparky in me says, I'm glad that all the lights are working. I bet no one took it. Well, I was wondering if anyone's actually tested all 3 fields with their lights on the new setup. All good. So that went forward, so South can't dive on it. I learnt this. Oh, no, that was just knock on, knock on. For once I knew what I was talking about, but I called it wrong. That's gone right over me into the ditch. That's a big kick. I had the wrong guy, sorry. Getting dark. Got dark. Unfortunately, gone out on the full, so we're back down with South in a very strong attacking position again. And that'll be a penalty. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Shows to say you never can tell. Yeah, give me a sec.
You see this pipe here? Right under that pipe on this side. I can't see it, but that's where it landed.
That setter finds space. That was number 13 for a high tackle.
What's the back ball? What's the short one? Hold.
And 5 points to Dragons there. Oh, no it's not. We've come back for some knock-ons. So no try, scrum. Wasn't paying attention there. Just followed the ball. I've been up here too long. It's heat stroke. I think that was the same guy. 5 points for Dragons, really this time. That puts Dragons somewhere on the 19, maximum of 19 I think. That's their third try. Afraid I'm a bit lost track of conversions. I think Souths are on 27. I'm losing track of that as well. This is why I don't do B grade as well. I get confused by the end of it. 1 game a week's about my limit. It's 1 game higher than the other clubs. So that's potentially 21 for Dragons, assuming they got all their conversions. I believe they're on 3 tries. Souths have got a penalty and at least 3 tries. Might be 4 now. Dragons have a penalty. I don't suppose you know the actual score? No. I'm roughly in the ballpark. Souths are still ahead, but I can't remember quite how much. So that's the end of the game. So we're pretty sure Souths won that. I'll try and get you an official number. Jake, what's the score?
They won.
Yeah, we know that.
I don't know.
So we're sure that Souths won. So, sorry guys, I'm afraid I can't give you a score, but it's a win to Souths, which probably means they stay top of the tables. I know there were questions about why there's a home game this weekend. And there were some answers on my live stream from last weekend as to why Souths were playing at Rugby Park and things were a bit odd. And the reason is we had to switch the games round because the new facilities here at Warren Park weren't ready. They are now. We've had some fantastic rugby. Souths have been training here on Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to have to do something about getting some of these bushes down in this ditch, I think. But apart from that, pretty successful day here. So that's it from Warren Park today. And we'll probably see you from Rugby Park again next week.